social justice. I've been in the department for a short period of time, just about 3 months or so. And most all of our postings, in fact, they are given to us. The portfolios are given to us. We don't really choose our portfolios, but I think a sense of responsibility, a sense of social justice is there in every single bureaucrat right from the beginning. So what I would like to share is my experience when I was not even in the department, but I was working in the social field. So this is actually an incidence of when I was SDM Nakodar, which is a few years back, and I had actually seen a documentary online, I think, about an NGO who had gone into the slums of Bombay, which are huge, in fact, and met the children over there. And they had asked those children, what is your who are your role models? What would you want to become when you grow up? So the answers were mostly like, हम बड़े होके भाई बनना चाहते हैं, या we want to be some kind of a gangster, or those were their inspirations and their role models. So they sort of did a social experiment in which they named all the streets within the slums, and they named them after some inspiring personalities, say Mahatma Gandhi and the likes of that. This generated some kind of a curiosity amongst these children, and all of them, when asked later, they had different answers to this question. So their answers changed to, we want to become sort of people who have contributed to society. We want to become scientists like our president, Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and those kind of things. So it was very heartening to see this change. When I saw this documentary, I actually realized the importance of role models in the minds of actually young children, because they're very impressionable. So I was dealing with a lot of issues that we come across as SDMs or district magistrates in the field, and one of those was the child sex ratio. So that was not very heartening to see, and I was trying to wonder how I can sort of try and reverse this or make a contribution and actually in the long term change this. And I had that documentary at the back of my mind, and what I tried to do was that I actually tied up with the municipal committee of Nakodar in first finding out a woman who was actually an achiever, who was actually a person from that subdivision, in fact, who had achieved something big. With great difficulty, we found somebody. Her name was Captain Sonia Arora, and she was the first woman Air Force officer from Nakodar. So I again got along with the municipal committee, and what I did was name the street which goes from her house to the school that she attended after her name, because she was the first lady Air Force officer of that place, and so she was a role model to many. But just being a role model was one thing. The fact that people in that locality would realize that once you become an achiever, even the government recognizes you, and there's no difference between a woman or a man in the eyes of the government, and there shouldn't be in the eyes of society as well. I thought that changed a lot of, I think, perspective and people's perceptions of, girls versus boys, whatever people think usually. And we were fortunate to actually get her to come over there, and she was the one who inaugurated it. So that I think was a very interesting sort of thing that we took up.